얘가 머저였구나.
Something we must discuss.
난 타종족인 줄 알았어.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend
피오나
than as my
공주야?
handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
그럼 도와주세요.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help.
I need
my
your
lady.
help.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to
결혼이요?
first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say,
왕비.
especially here in King's Landing now that I am to be queen.
아 여기 왕국.
To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
뭐 어떻게 그러면 나 버려?
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
아
She
진짜.
was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
왜 그런
What does she
말씀을
intend to do?
하셨을까요?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well.
종자를 까면은 위에 있는
She
사람도
demands an
까는 거나
audience. She
마찬가지라고
wants an
생각하는
apology
거겠지.
of some sort for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you
아
to
무슨
her.
만날
I
사람이 왜
wouldn't
이렇게
ask this
많아?
of you if it were not important.
얘는 좀 왜 이래 이거?
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
아 일단
I'll do as
시키는
you
대로
ask,
할게요.
my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
예. 어쩔 수 없지 뭐. 까라면 까야지.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
뭐 뭔 놈의 긍지가 있어? 어차피 난 신년데. 도움도 받아야 되는데. 뭐야?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
아 그냥 빌빌 기라는 거지?
Good luck.
나 죽으러 가? 에이씨. 분위기 왜 이래? 얘네들은 무슨 성기사야?
You
뭐야?
can do this.
누구야 쟤? 작은데? 티리온이야 설마? 티리온 처음 봐. 사람이 별로 없는데 왜 이렇게 웅성거리는 소리가 많아? 티리온이네. 와.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking
Wow.
lovely this evening?
대두.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
와. 티리온이야. 무릎을 꿇어.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
왜?
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes,
단
Your
하나의
Grace.
진정한
To
왕께
the one true king.
맹세했습니다.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
너요 너.
The girl is clever.
She only
I
meant...
don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
에?
They were the wardens of the north. We all
왕명에 따라
served
섬겼을
at the
뿐입니다.
pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
목소리 봐. 근데 티리온.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your
만족스럽지
house
못했어?
willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
예.
Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
아니 일단 살아가지고 힘을 길러야지.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned.
한
But
10년만
now that the war
길러보자.
is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
예.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your
아니
Grace.
뭐 뭐든지
I
할게요.
would do anything.
아낌없이 퍼줄게 그냥. 아씨
I see.
두려워가지고. 일단 살고 보자.
What would you have the girl do, sir?
살고
It's not as if she fought beside the Starks,
등에다 칼을
wielding a
꽂겠어.
battle axe for the Northern Army.
이 에피소드의 키워드는 그겁니다.
It raises
9.1복권.
an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there.
내한 당사자가
I
아니잖아.
don't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it
티리온
quickly.
상남자네.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
왜 죽였느니?
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and
야
the very
미친
person
이러면
whom you
어떡해?
serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
그런
My
일은
loyalties
일어나지
would
않을
never
겁니다.
conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games.
안
Who do
돼!
you choose?
국왕이요
The king,
국왕.
of course.
Well said.
머저리는
I was
기억할
beginning to
것입니다.
worry you didn't
으아!
get straight.
네가 이렇게 하라고 했잖아.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
내가 뭐
My sense is this girl
뭐가
will say
이렇게
almost anything to
뭐가
get what she wants,
위험합니까?
which is not very
갈 곳도
encouraging.
없는데.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
와 나 째려보는 거 봐. 어?
I'll walk you out.
신사야.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord
감사합니다
Tyrion.
티리온공.
That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
아 왜? 자!
No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you
클릭이 안 됐어.
eventually. My sister
그래,
and I
머저리를
have our
위해서라고.
differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find
아,
our amusements
누이였어?
where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another
와이프가
house.
아니었구나.
It is the master of coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my
제가지고
family.
도와주세요. 그냥 대놓고 얘기해.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's
해야지
a risk I'm
뭐.
willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You
안
are
하면
brave,
개죽음인데
Sarah,
뭐.
I'll consider.
안에서 개죽음 되는 거랑
Now,
위험천만한데
if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join
가능성을
her for
열어놓는
dinner
거랑 뭘 선택하겠어?
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we
다시
meet
만나게
again.
뵐게요.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
다 조져버리라고? 알았어. 둘이 왔다 혼자 가네. 더럽게 씁쓸하는 게임이 진짜. 얘 뭐야?
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
아니 잘
It went
됐어.
well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
안심시켜주자.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
아, 전
I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for
야,
one.
얘들아 큰일
You'll
나.
get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows?
야, 이거 100%
We
머저리
might
들어온다
meet our
이거.
future husbands.
꺼져.
Although marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
아니 외모로는 얘네 둘이 이미 머저리를 뛰어넘은 것 같은데.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd
가족을
marry
위해서
anyone
하면요.
if it helped my family.
Right,
아, 나 뭘 선택한 거야?
of course.
왜 이렇게
Well, I would
아낌없이
marry
퍼주냐?
him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms. I might
미안해.
even allow you to be
미라.
my handmaiden.
어이?
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
티리온 라니스터?
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
아, 이럴 줄 알았어 이거.
Well, Sarah?
죄송합니다
sorry,
아저씨.
my lady.
아가씨.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
솔직하게 사과해.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
이게 바로 그
Yet
정계
they say it is
전투.
men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
하지만 나는 흡족하지 않았어 하는 거야.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
뭐 비맛 짝!
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have
뭐얘
been.
뿔나는데?
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
뭐 청해.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
야이씨.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
이 게임 너
I prefer to speak with you alone.
세라 미안해. 쟤 어디 영주님이랑 결혼하는 거 아니겠지? 세라는 기억할 것입니다.
Go on. Ask.
도움이 필요하시대요.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown.
아 근데 이
I know it's a
머저리
lot to
이거
ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
아 왜 이렇게 어머니
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice.
아 왜 이렇게
She
어머니를
insisted.
들먹거려?
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
그 정도로
It is that
심각합니다.
dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know,
도와주세요.
Mira. If Cersei were to find out.
힐르지 마.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
왜 이렇게 악녀 같냐?
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath
웃는
within a
게.
week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
아
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
이거 근데 마지막에 항상 텔테일 게임즈가 얘네가 연출 구성이 항상 에피소드 마지막마다 뒤통수를 치거든요. 이거 갑자기 머저리가 킹스로드, 울프스로드. 아 게로드네. 다시 게로드로 돌아왔구나. 주인공이 그럼 3명인가? 잠깐만. 뭔 소리야? 단순한 SM 플레이가 아니야.
Seven hells.
연병? 아 뭔데? 뭐야? 줄이를 트는
Let's
거야?
play a little game, shall we?
이게 뭐야?
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their
진짜
enemies
뭔
as a
짓이야?
coat?
아이씨 그걸 또 들키냐?
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man,
야 저거
the flayed
미친놈이네.
man holds none.
누구야 쟤?
You know your father is the Warden of the North.
아 얘 볼튼 아들이야?
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
아이씨.
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
얘 볼튼 아들이야? 설마?
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
튀어! 뭐 어떻게 된 거야? 쫓아오는 거야? 뭔데? 이선? 다시? 뭐야? 아 이거 저렇게 끝내?
Lord Ethan,
누가 태양을
as I
부르느냐?
was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester
300
Lords
세대?
stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our
장신
house,
거하드.
and your grandfather, Lord
강인한
Thorin
토렌.
the Bold, who seized back the
나는
river
뭐라고
valley from the
붙을까?
White Hills.
비열한 이선?
What do they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
선량한.
He was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
난
And
별명이
what
뭐가
would they
될까?
call me?
That is for you to define as the new
그래?
lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone.
간사한으로 되고 싶다.
He and
간사한.
every forester lord before him chose one
간사한
man whom
이선.
they trusted above all others.
비열한
The
이선.
Lord Sentinel. Forester
두려운
traditions
이선.
demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a...
뭐야?
Move.
어?
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
뭔데?
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
설마 장발장? 장발장이십니까?
Lord Ethan. Maester.
내 심판이 필요하다고?
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
뭐요?
This house is doomed.
에?
We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
잠깐만 그렇게 얘기하면 어떡하냐?
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do
왜
it?
그랬지?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee.
야,
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed.
맞대.
And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
야,
Mercy, go.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest.
아니
This
근데 야
house is
그래도
falling.
가문이 무너진다고
We'll
얘기하면
never survive
어떡해?
the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
야 함께 어려움을
We are in
이겨내야
this
돼.
together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
이게?
You'll address him as Lord.
이거 안 되겠는데?
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor
손가락을
always took a
잘랐어?
thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not
아니야,
permit it.
사람들이 다수잖아.
We can send him to the war.
I will decide.
Take his fingers, thief!
If you punish me, you'll be punishing
게러드는-
an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
뭐라는 거야?
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
한 번만 봐준다.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
딱 한 번만
Lord
봐줘.
Ethan,
나 이
you're
다음부터
truly
다
a
자를
merciful
거야.
and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
이자도 어쨌든
He still
프로스터인이야.
serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
이 아저씨랑
My
척지겠는데?
lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My
게러드
lord,
3초는 뭐 하는 게
thank you
없네.
for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
그럼 개처럼 일해 임마. 그리고 그냥 끝이야? 아씨, 내가 괜한 짓을 했는데? 쟤만 안 보고 있었음.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It can weigh on any lord.
어,
I did what I had to do.
괜찮아?
It didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel
재발하면
can
바로
help you in the
조져야지
face of
그러면.
disloyalty. You need someone
어쩔 수
you can
없죠,
trust
그러면.
by your side.
야, 근데 내 지금 원래 플레이 하려던
Someone you
거랑 좀
can rely
다르겠어.
on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
아, 또 선택 안 됐네.
You should have one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge
야,
of
근데 게러드
office.
게러드
Tonight
3촌을
is your first
선택해야
full council
게러드가
meeting.
좋은 거 아니야?
It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
올바른
I'll
선택을
make the
하겠어.
right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
RPG, NPC 같은 존재네. 아, 내가 갖고 싶다. 저거 눈꼬리 치는 거 보소? 아니, 아저씨도? 등 돌리고 서 있는 거 봐. 야, 게러드 삼촌이 갑자기 뒤통수 치는 거 아니겠지? 식량 좀 보자. 아, 뭐야?
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Has
사라진 게
anything
있어?
gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems
그럼 바로
Eric was the
조져버릴
only
거야.
one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores.
이거
We
이제
can't
앞에
withstand the siege, my
용서해가지고
lord. If the Boltons or the White Girls
뺏어가도
cut us off
용서해
and
줄
wait us out,
거다라는
it'd only last a
생각도
fortnight.
안일하게 도둑질하거나
But
그러면
there are
어떡하지?
steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores.
아,
We can do
평민들도
it again,
없잖아.
if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No. There must be
다른
something
소리
else we
없어?
can do.
Well, I hope we find
평민
it soon.
대폭동 일어나
We
그러면
won't have much room to maneuver
일단
if we
다른
don't
방법도
have the
찾아봐.
option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
야, 갑자기 생각했는데 아까 그 아저씨 자기 막 처음에 나보고 애새끼라고 하지 않았나?
Slash and parry.
막 나오면
Slash
들어가
and
보자.
parry. Again.
왜 들어갈 수 있는지 이유가 있을 거 아니야. 한번 세상을 내려다보자고. 우리 영지를.
Sword.
별거 없었네? 얘랑 대화를 좀 해보자. 던컨이랑. 우리 던컨 도넛이랑 대화를 한번 해보. 아니야.